previous videos, you have learned about verbs. What is meaning of verb? And then verbs are two types: main verb as well as auxiliary verb. Main verb, it denotes an action or state of being. Auxiliary verbs gives more meaning to the main verb. So and then we are going to learn about auxiliary verbs. So auxiliary verbs is otherwise called as helping verbs. These auxiliary verbs are three types: primary, modal and semi-modal. But in the exam point of view, we are going to learn about modal verbs and semi-modals. Before that, you just learn about what is the meaning of primary verbs also. Total we have 24 verbs. These 24 verbs divided into three categories: primary, modal and semi-modal. So first we are going to learn about primary verbs. So primary verbs, we have three types: be verbs, do verbs and then have verbs. So be verbs, in the sense five verbs are there. What are they? Am, is, are, was, were. And then this am, is, are, that refers to present verbs, and then was, were, that refers to past verbs. So in that be form, am, is, are. So am is, that refers to, that is a singular verb. Are is a plural verb, and then was is a singular verb. Where is the plural verb. And then do verbs: do, does, did. Here do, does, that is a that is used in present tense, and then did used in past tense. And then have verbs: have, has, had. Have, has we can use in present perfect. Had we can use in past perfect. And then when we come back to here, we can say these primary verbs. These primary verbs help the ordinary verbs to form. So here the ordinary verbs, in the sense we can take it as a main verb. So these primary verbs, what are the primary verbs? Be form, do form as well as have form. So totally 11 verbs. So these primary verbs help the ordinary verbs to form a sentence. So what are the type of sentences? Whether it may be as tenses, it shows the tenses. First one, with the help of the primary verbs, and then with the help of the primary verbs, in the sense we can say be form, do form as well as have form. It may be a sentence, it may be a tenses, it shows the questions, and then negative sentence, and then passive form. So see the examples. You are smart. You is the subject, or that refers to, we can say, we can take it as a verb. So what type of verb? Or, I told no. Am, is, are, was, were. So that is a be form. இரு be form in the sense அவன் ஸ்மார்ட்டா இருக்கான், or அவன் ஸ்மார்ட்டா இருக்கான் அப்படின்றது தான் இருன்றது தான் be form. Am, is, are, was, were. And then I am not writing a test. So this is nothing but I am not writing a test, negative sentence. So these primary verbs can also used in tenses, and then question, and then negative, and then passive form. I am not writing a test. So here am, be form, and then not, that refers to, we can take it as negative sentence, writing. So in that in this sentence we have a main verb as well as the auxiliary verb. Am I writing a test? So if you use this be form, am, is, was, and then do form, do, does, did, have, as, had in the beginning of a sentence, means surely we can have the question types of sentence. Am I writing a test? So question, it denotes the questions. Do you complete the work? Do form. So do you complete the work? Question sentence. And then have my pen been stolen by Morgan? So passive form. So be form, do form, have form. These three we can call it as a primary verbs. So totally we have 11 verbs are there: be form, do form as plus have form. So these primary verbs are used as it shows the tenses, or question sentence, or negative sentence, or passive form of sentences. Is it clear? Primary verbs. I'm going to explain more about modal verbs. What is the meaning of modal verbs? So this is the exam point of view. So learn carefully. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the WhatsApp group. Modal verbs. Definition of modal verbs. Some verbs are used with ordinary verbs and express the meaning. So some verbs are first main verbs. Some main verbs are used with the ordinary verbs and express the meaning, such as what type of meaning this is, whether it may be permission, possibility, or necessity, or future, or intention, or ability. These verbs are called modal verbs. Some verbs are used with ordinary verbs and express the meaning, such as permission, possibility, necessity. These verbs are called modal verbs. So how many types of modal verbs? We have 9 types of modal verbs. So what are they? Shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, and must. You know that shall is should is the past tense of shall, and then would is the past tense of will, and then could is the past tense of can, and then might is the past tense of may. So let me explain the 9 types of modal verbs. First one, shall, usually with we. Shall. Here the usage of shall, we can say future, suggestion, permission, and intention. First one, future. I shall come tomorrow, but most probably 90%, 90 to 95% we can use will itself. Suggestion, shall we attend the conference? Shall we attend the conference? Suggestion. And then permission, shall we go out? Asking a permission, we can use shall. And then intention, I shall present a gift. Our willingness, our wish, intention, I shall present a gift. So shall can be used as future, suggestion, permission, and intention, but you can give more importance for shall in the sense suggestion. You can take it as suggestion. And then should is the past tense of shall. So should used as a duty or advice, and then usage, duty or advice or obligation. And then one more important thing, should is used for personal. For personal, we used to say, no, personal, you should study well, you should concentrate your studies. For that cases, for personal in the sense general thing, we can use as ought to. Personal means we can use should. Duty or advice, you should attend the class regularly. And then obligation, you should respect elders. That is the obligations. And then third one, will. So will usage, we can use future plans, request, willingness, and promises. Future plan, they will teach. Future plan, we don't know when they are going to teach, they will teach. So if you take will, that is a auxiliary verb, and then teach in the sense, that is a main verb. They teach, so they teach also we have the meaning, but if we add will in the sense, that can be take it as future plans. So that's why I given the meaning of explanations of modal verbs. Some verbs are used with ordinary verbs and express the meaning, such as permission, possibility, necessity. So that is the meaning of modal verbs. So modal verbs helps with the main verb to show the possibility, permission, or future, or intention, whatever it may be. Is it clear? And then request, will you lend me your book? Request, will you lend me your book? Asking question. Willingness, I will do my work properly. And then promises, I will study well. Hood. So hood usage, wish, and then preference. So wish in the sense, I would like to buy a house, wish. And then preference, they would accept or reject the file, preference. And then improbable, type 2. Type 1 possible, type 2 improbable, type 3 impossible condition. But would in the sense type 2, if I were a king, I would look after my kind people. Would we can use as wish, preference, and improbable, but we can give more importance to would, we can give more importance to wish. And then can plus v1, present verb, ability, possibility very important, ability, possibility, permission and request. Ability, he can write poems, he can write poems. So here can write in the sense it denotes the ability. So no, not everybody can write the poem, some of them can write, so that shows the ability, he can write poems. And then possibility, she can get the job, possibility, there may be a possibility she can get the job. And then permission, can you teach me once again, can you teach me once again. So here the permission, can you teach me once again. And then request, can you please pass the book. Request, so request in the sense it may be a polite for using polite one for friends, or we can say friends or relatives. So polite one, friends, usually we can use as friends. Request, can you please pass the book, asking the questions, but it is a polite to the friends. And then could, possibility, so possibility, the flying object could not be a bird, possibility, that may be a possibility. And then permission, you could go now, you could go now, giving the permissions. And then request, could you buy me a ticket. So when we compare to can, in the sense request and then could, request, we can give more importance to request in the sense could itself, because could can be used for more polite. Is it clear? Can in the sense request may be polite, less polite, but here could refers to more polite. This can be used for the elder people. Is it clear? Elder people. So could you buy me a ticket, that is a 90 to 80% we can use could itself for the elder people. Thank you.